Look who's on time. Look who's on time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Today is a news-packed day, man. We have a lot to talk about. But first of all, Leroy Sane and Niklas Süle train, man. You know what? We're going to watch it, okay? We're going to watch Leroy Sane. Oh, look at that smile, okay? City fans, you didn't get to see this. You got to see, yeah, that's what you got to see. We get a happy Leroy Sane. Oh, look how happy he is. Oh my God, he's so happy. He's just thinking about all the olive oil he had to use in Manchester. Well, no more. He just uses normal water now, okay? He doesn't have to drink no olive oil to force a smile at Man City, all right? He leaves the house knowing he's morally good, going to a club. I know your club didn't get banned, but Manchester City, how the hell did they not get banned? Look how happy he is training with. Oh, look how happy he is. Look, he's smiling every turn just to really annoy the City fans. I can already smell the hate. Oh, Leroy, Sane. You can't get this. Your winger, Raheem Sterling, runs like a freaking duck. He can't finish. He couldn't finish his dinner if he had no food. And he's happy to be here once again, training on the training ground. All right, he's ready. His first session with Niklas Süle. He's overjoyed to be, and he's drinking some Bavarian water. You know what, Leroy? You're invited to my Bavarian heaven. We'll have lots of sausages and lots of lederhosens for you to wear. Come on in. Geez, look. Oh my God, he's sweating. Amazing sweat. The best sweat in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Leroy Sane right there. And I'm serious. It's a freaking amazing thing. Apparently, there was a source coming out of Bild that what was going to happen was Sane could potentially be announced at the end of this month, presented as a Bayern player, and then that would be it. No, Bild once again get a stupid story wrong. It didn't happen. Sane's training now. He didn't take a break with the team. I wanted this, man. I like the fact that he's here. Why isn't Kingsley Coman here? Because he's crap. Let's be honest. Coman should be here trying to learn from Leroy Sane. He should be trying to go, hey, Sane, I'll suck your pee-pee just to learn a little bit of things off of you. That's what we need right now. I need that, okay? Can anyone see my muscles starting to grow? I'm just starting to get back on the workout routine because I've been missing out. Yesterday, I looked at myself and I was like, where are my muscles at? And now we're happy. By the way, apparently Serge Aurier's brother, Christopher Aurier, got killed in a car crash. Rest in peace to him and Serge Aurier. May everything be good. So, yeah, it's just one of those sad things in the game that you read and just aren't happy. So, yeah, that's something that, yeah, and I'm reading comments on things and it was like, Mbappe made a thing saying, sorry, I'm with you, brother. Je suis avec toi. And a lot of people, Real Madrid fans, were basically posting pictures of Mbappe in a Real Madrid shirt. And it's just not the time for that. Sometimes life is just different. Yeah, so out of that, though, let's move on to some more positive, actually negative news. Man City's actually, I don't really give a crap. City aren't a team that I look at and go, we don't want you in the Champions League. No, you've never beaten us in the Champions League. So I'm fine with City. I don't really care about Man City and their ban. I don't think it's big for me. So, yeah, I said it. They probably just were found guiltless, innocent. Yeah. They didn't just throw something out and just, they didn't do this. Nothing was used to try to, seriously, how can you find City innocent in something we all know they did? City are like that kid on FIFA with all the good cards. But they're not good. So you're like, how did you get these cards? Clearly wasn't coming from playing the weekend league and getting the rewards. You probably have to swipe something on EA's store. So that's what City are, man. They did buy their players. They did spend more money than they had. And we know they did wrong and no one cares. And Roma got banned from the Europa League. Well, they got banned from the Champions League and they were in the Europa League for doing absolutely nothing. So, Man City getting favoritism once again. And again, it's an English team where UEFA favored them, even though they all spent more money than they should be spending. It is what it is. But looking at the situation, Sane looking happy. There's also more news with Bayern in terms of departures. I'll try to keep this as organized as possible. But yesterday there was just an outspurge of news about possible player departures. And it's interesting. So, Coutinho and Odriozola are 100% leaving at the end of the season, which is in August. So after the Champions League campaign, depending on how far we go, they'll leave at the end of that. So if they celebrate the Champions League, the next day they're packing their bags and going home. And then Perisic is unlikely to be signed on a permanent deal, so I don't think he'll stay, which basically means that Bayern will lose 2 attackers to our already thin squad. And apparently there's talks that Bayern will try to promote some youngsters once again, which is going to annoy me because I feel like youngsters have to earn their spot into the team. Thiago will be sold if he doesn't extend, which is weird because you'd think it'd say Thiago could extend. That's what it is. There's no team in the world that's actually interested in Thiago, is there? Because Liverpool are the only ones. I think it's probably Barcelona. I think, Thiago is not going to run down his contract. If he does that, he's just... people will hate him after he leaves because, you're a good player. We need money and you're just going to run down your contract. So I don't think Thiago will necessarily run down his contract. I think there's just going to be a big realization and relaxation from the Bayern board until that happens. And also, Javi Martinez and Ulreich departures are likely. Sven Ulreich is not needed since we have Newbell now. And since Newbell is going to push for number 1 eventually, I don't think having Ulreich there wasting his time because he ain't playing no games considering Newbell's in there. And Newbell's better than Ulreich can ever be. So Ulreich going to a club like Schalke or something makes a lot more sense to me because he adds some experience to them and he'd probably help a club. Javi Martinez could leave, but I'm not exactly sure where Javi Martinez could go. Tolisso could stay if Javi Martinez and or Thiago stay. So if Javi stays, then I'm sure Tolisso will be sold. And if Tolisso, there's a situation where Javi Martinez and Thiago both leave, then you have to keep Tolisso just for depth. Not because he's quality, because we wanted to sell him anyways. So we have a lot of players, and Boateng's going to stay 100%. So I'm actually happy about that because we're going to have such a thin squad already. We don't need more. But to be fair, Tanguy Kausi can play CDM, can he? They're calling him the next Vieira. So, you know what? If that's the case, then, I guess I don't really want us to sign another midfielder. But I do want us to replace Thiago. And it's not necessarily by buying another deep-lying playmaker or CDM. It's by buying someone that can add what you've lost in Thiago, the creativity. And also the additions that could be potentially added to the squad. Bayern looking for a right back and possibly a midfielder. And today there came out a story about Tanguy Ndombele. So Bayern are interested in him on a loan deal with an obligation or deal to buy. Spurs would like to pretty much recuperate all the money they lost on Ndombele. This is coming out from Alexis Bernard. So Ndombele, possible departures, right back and a possible midfielder. Bayern aren't in for Kai Havertz right now, which is actually really interesting to me. Because it's telling me that maybe Havertz could stay at Leverkusen, and like we've been talking about for the last couple of days, Chelsea could end up not getting top 4. And Leicester, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Also, this city ban's good for Bayern because it means 5th place in the EPL won't get Champions League. And that's amazing. So if Chelsea don't get 4th, they could end up out of the Champions League. We're hoping they lose to Wolves and Liverpool, and that would mean they don't get top 4. There's no way you can pretty much get top 4 if you lose and drop 6 points in 9 matches, or in 9 possible points you drop 6. So if they win tomorrow, if they don't win tomorrow, it's done. There's no way they actually, Leicester lose to the teams. I don't know. I didn't think Leicester would lose to Bournemouth and they got slapped 4-1. So it's a very interesting thing. Ndombele would be a great signing. I think so too, but my thing with Ndombele is he's shown me he has some sort of attitude. The guy runs very weird. He's so shaken. He's like a Coutinho for me. Very shaken. Did you see that guy from Italy that scored? What is it with this guy you keep mentioning, man? I don't really care. Man United can lose too. Well, United ain't losing. They're not losing. I need Klopp. The Klopp of the Alps will take care of Oli tonight. No, I need United to get top 4 now. Because I need Chelsea out of it. Because if Chelsea don't get top 4, guess what? Havertz is staying in Leverkusen for an extra year. And he's joining Bayern 100% next season. So that's the hope. We hope that Chelsea don't get top 4. That's what we hope right now. So we're all Come on, Leicester. Leicester is so bummy, man. How did they lose to Bournemouth? They were winning 1-0, and then I switched off in like the 55th minute to go to a new tab on Twitter to read stuff out and to be interactive with the news. And then I switched back after 10 minutes, and they're getting pumped by Bournemouth. 2-1, and then if it was 3-1, then it was 4-1. What a... Chelsea would get top 4. I told you Leicester would lose. Well, you lost 2, so don't tell me how Chelsea will get top 4. You lost 2. If you had won, you would be way ahead of Leicester and you would be cemented. But you are literally... So, technically, Leicester would be 1 point behind Chelsea if Chelsea beat the team they're playing tomorrow. That's it, man. And if you don't beat that team tomorrow and Leicester win, guess what? They're ahead of you. And that's the hope. If we hope, we can get it. I believe that one day, a man called Norwich, jeez, and a girl called Chelsea will be in an entanglement, all right? And they will cheat, and there'll be a win for one of them, and that will be Norwich. Nah, Norwich won't win. Yeah, United will be in third, and what I need for Chelsea is for them to drop it. By the way, thank you to everyone that's supporting the channel. We are at 1,500. All right, let's get to 1,600. That's the next big goal. So make sure you subscribe, share the videos. I forgot to be plugging this channel every single second like I used to do. I don't know, maybe hitting 1,000 kind of makes you just forget about what you need to do. Make sure you share the videos though and leave a like. It really, really does help the channel grow. 26 days into the UCL. Well, it's actually 25, Lenny. I don't know where you got that from. It's actually 25 days. Yeah, that's where we're at. Let me count it in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 days till the Champions League. Till August the 7th. 26 days till Bayern play Chelsea. It's going to be a big, big game, man. And it's almost like we can look at it like, it's going to be so long. But days go pretty fast. Have you noticed? If you're doing stuff, time goes by very quickly. And that's the most important thing. So I can't wait to see what happens in the next month. We got a whole 26 days, man. We got a whole 26 days ahead of us. Didn't you think Klopp will slap Chelsea to teach Werner a lesson for twerking? Exactly. Klopp will want to... Hey, Werner, Timo. Pow! Pow! Yeah, seriously. I think Klopp will... Well, let's assume Chelsea lose to Wolves, because I think they will. And Liverpool. That's 6 points out of a possible 9 points dropped. All Leicester need to do is literally just win one game and draw one, and they're in the top 4 ahead of you. That's what Leicester need to do. But Leicester City, I can't trust them, man. They had an opportunity yesterday to push Chelsea out. With a simple draw, they could have done it. Leicester City have to play Sheffield United. They have to play Spurs, and then they play Manchester United the last day of the season. So they need to beat Sheffield United on Thursday. They have to beat. If they don't beat Sheffield, Chelsea's in the top 4. But if Chelsea don't lose, if Chelsea don't win to Norwich City, it's over. Because it's not even just about Sheffield United. You open the door for Wolves now. All of a sudden, the Wolves game at the end of the season becomes 10 times more important. And Leicester can beat Tottenham because they're a crap side. God, well, both of them are pretty crap, equally crap. But I think Leicester are just slightly better. And they'll have players returning back from injury. So, yeah, man, I really need Leicester to win. And Tottenham, they should beat Tottenham easily. I don't care who you think Tottenham are on paper, but they're crap. You see that game versus Arsenal? They are absolutely crap. So Leicester, see, if Leicester hadn't lost, it hadn't gone and drawn to Brighton, they would have probably been the top 4, cemented. Hadn't drawn to Watford. These stupid games with results, man. I'm happy though. They beat Wolves 5-2. Yeah, this ain't the first start of the season, bro. We're talking about now. But here's what I mean. I love how this is just becoming a Premier League channel because there's no Bayern, and we're focused on Chelsea. We want Chelsea not to get top 4. This is the top 4 channel against Chelsea channel. We should just call this the anti-Chelsea channel. That's what we should call this. Because Chelsea think they can ruin my freaking summer, my year. I mean, it won't really be that caring for me. People think I'll care. I'll care, but maybe not too much. What do you think can be a threat to Bayern in the Champions League? I think your obvious teams like Atletico Madrid are obviously always going to be big threats. Yeah, I do think it's going to be very important to have that. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be really important. So, Man City are clear for 150 million spending after their ban was lifted. This is what I mean with City. Why are they so like this? All they want to do, I don't know. You can say they're ruining the game. I personally think money isn't ruining the game. I think it's just, it doesn't make any sense for you to be spending 50 million per season on fullbacks. It just that little thing alone just annoys me. It's so reckless financially. I don't know. They don't even make that much money, but they spend with the PSGs. Apparently, Pep Guardiola is prioritizing a center back and left back, and Alaba is Pep Guardiola's prime target. Yeah, nah, it's not gonna happen. They can have his brother or his girlfriend. I like Alaba's girlfriend, but they can't have any of that. No, it's not gonna happen. There's an app called Flick where you could open a chat and then we go all in there and talk about special things. Can you make a BayernNow Discord? Well, we do have a Discord server, but I just don't give a crap about it. See, here's the thing though. I just focus. What exactly do I do on Discord that I can't do on Twitter? That's my question. Right, if you follow the Twitter, that's it. That's it. If you follow my Twitter account, when you reply to my tweet, which are always going to be higher quality, all I use the Discord. There's 47 members in there. Why? It's so useless. So that's the Discord. Well, why isn't it popping up? Okay, I don't care. Seriously though, the week's rest is good for Bayern. Motivated and rejuvenated Bayern Munich is a dangerous Bayern Munich no one wants to play. I mean, look, I was watching just some of the videos, ESPN. Why did ESPN used to be so good? They used to be so good talking about the referee decisions that Real Madrid got. And yeah, look, when you're looking at it, a lot of 2017, Bayern have gotten robbed. So even in 2018, these keep happening to us. So, but now I'm kind of confident because I'm like, oh well, there's VAR, so there can't be that much mess up. So that's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm looking at. Will Sane play UCL? No, he can't. There's no way he can be registered for it beforehand. So that's the most important thing. He won't play Champions League. It'd be funny though. It'd be funny if he could play Champions League. If we win the treble, make this year great, I will celebrate by scoring like the guy from... What? Why? Why do you keep mentioning this, my man? Both times they played Madrid, we got it. Well, 3 times. That 2014 one, that was... we just got slapped. That's, that you just have to take that on the chin and say, you know what? We got slapped. That's it. Barcelona 2015, they got slapped. You didn't have any wingers for the first leg, but, typical Pep fashion, you go gegenpress with Thomas Muller as your winger, and it just doesn't work. Sometimes you have to do certain things that just, you can't gegenpress Barcelona with Neymar, Suarez, and Lionel Messi. The dodgy left back that messed it up. Were you talking about? That's one of the only players that Bayern have ever sold, and the board have actually publicly loved their decision. Oh, he's doing well now, so that's good for him. 2 offside goals. See, that's the thing. Will that ever happen again? That's my question. That's my concern. I feel like something stupid like that will happen in VAR, and they'll just draw some stupid lines and just make it seem real. Because I think Real Madrid communicate with UEFA. I don't know. Florentino Perez has a lot of connections, man. People like Florentino Perez. And all these referees strike me as Real Madrid fans, bro. And that's the problem, okay? That's a big problem. I'm not trying to be a complaining person, but everyone knows Bayern got absolutely robbed in 2017. Absolutely robbed. Carlo Ancelotti didn't even come out and he was just, that's football, that's football. No, man. Come out and cuss some people out. Your mom is a whore. Whoa. Just come out and do that. Because now people are going to be like, okay, Carlo, yeah, we get you. We see the rage. We won't do it again. But he's just like, that's football. That's football. No, shut up, man. That's not football. That's freaking cheating. You just got cheated like a freaking girl effing your best friend. That's cheating, all right? That's cheating, okay? That's cheating. So, just really, really annoying thing right there. Right. We've been cheated. It's been annoying, irritating. 2017 and 2018, 2 years in a row, just getting cheated. Oh, that's like you literally getting cheated by your girlfriend, accepting her back into your life, and she's getting in her back, there's another dude there. That's just why you're hugging her, accepting her back. That's annoying. Back to back, baby. That's what I meant. I was trying to say. Then it sounded weird when it came out of my head. Sorry. 2018 was more of a robbery because in 2017 the referees was also unfair at Real Madrid at times. Well, nah, they were unfair to Real Madrid once. The penalty that we got, was it a handball? No, that was not the handball, was it? Whatever the first penalty decision was, that was not a penalty against Real Madrid. That wasn't a penalty. But in the game, Casemiro kills our players. He had so many tackles where I was like, that's a yellow. That's surely a yellow. That's surely a yellow. And then his first yellow card came way later on. And then the Vidal call, that was absolutely extravagant because nobody touched that guy. Vidal made a perfectly good challenge where if I'm a coach, I'm like, yes, I coach tackles. I coach them. Players hated Ancelotti. I'm going to rewatch the highlights. No, Donald, you don't want to do that. You will really get annoyed again. Greetings from Germany, says the Burning Man. Yes, greetings from Germany. Davies is much better. Of course he is. That's not an unpopular opinion. I think the majority of football fans believe that. But for me, I'm just there like, Real Madrid have these BS decisions always in their favor. And it's annoying, okay? It's really annoying. Because if you're Bayern, 2018, that was more of a robbery, yeah, than 2017. Because Real Madrid got one unfair decision. Oh, Real gets one unfair decision. That's the end of the world. But Bayern got like 4 or 5 on the night. Referee made some... it wasn't even about the decisions just solely. No, it was just the magnitude and the timing. The offside on Cristiano Ronaldo. How do you not call that offside? How do you not, as a referee, just see it's offside? Twice! Because the Marcelo goal, where he went through our entire team, thanks a lot. Cristiano was offside. I don't care. Well, I can see the second one where the Cristiano Ronaldo Marcelo link up. I can see how that wasn't called. But the other ones, but it's about leading up to it. That was the second offside goal on the night. What if the first one had never been called? Bayern were the better team in the first half. We should have won that. We should have probably won that tie in extra time, or we would have won it in normal time. Okay, we were the better team. And people want to tell me, "Oh, Bayern Munich crashed out of the champion." Do you even look at the context? Do you look how many times we get robbed? We get robbed. We deserve an apology from UEFA. Look at City's bans getting overturned. If that was us, oh God, we're getting sent to Bavarian hell. No sausages, no lederhosens, no beer. Yeah, and no freaking friendly evenings on the lakes of Torgense, alright? None of that. You can't have that. No Bavarian things for you, young man. You cheated. That's what we would get. But Man City, oh, UEFA, mwah, thank you. This was a great, mwah, let me kiss you more. Send me some $50. Can you cash at me 50 million? Mwah, yes. You know, some rich, oily, that's why Sane left them. Nah, I don't really care about the oil thing. I just want fairness. Because some clubs will actually get banned for like 2 years. What Roma did, right? I think it was Roma. 2 years out of the Champions League. They couldn't get the Champions League. That obviously will demoralize you as a club, and your players want to leave because they're like, I want to play in the Champions League. But Man City, we all know they goddamn cheated. We all know they cheated. We know you did it, right? We know they cheated, but UEFA don't, or CAS, which I don't even know what they do. They're probably corrupt too. Wow. What's happening with everyone dying today? Why is all my Twitter feed full of what's going on? So Ori's brother gets shot. Now all of a sudden a YouTuber dies. What's going on? I don't know. Bayern should sign Traore for now. No, we shouldn't. I sent you the app on it. Thanks, Lenny. I really want. Wait, why is it actually to do with Bayern? Because it probably make more sense if that's the case. They're Oilchester City. Yeah, Monopoly money, Manchester City. That's why they say money power. Yeah, exactly. Man, I couldn't finish the vid. It was, yeah, exactly. That's what I said. It was annoying me. I felt wronged. I felt once again. See, it's one of those things that, even the Liverpool game, man, that was such a, like an annoying result. You imagine losing 3-1 at home. It's like the Allianz Arena is just our enemy when it comes to Champions League nights. Because either we don't win enough there, or we lose there just flat out. We need to have a fortress, Back when your pancakes was, let's not even talk about that, because, we all know what happened in that year. But it's just, maybe we don't like our stadium. Maybe we should move to the old stadium. Maybe. I don't know. The Allianz might be a curse, because we lose there a lot too. It's not like we're just undefeated there. I don't know. It's fine. Well, this could be good that the Champions League doesn't take place anywhere close to the Allianz. Portuguese. Let's go. Western unconscious bias. UEFA are scared traditional fat cats are under attack, hence why PSG and City are focused on. Real used Spanish taxpayers' money. United got success from Sky money in 90s. Every team is pretty much corrupt at this point, isn't it? Allianz Arena is live. It is live. 3-1 to Liverpool. Champions League night. Yeah. 2-0 to Real Madrid in 2014. I don't know. Yeah, the 2023 final is taking place at the Allianz. Let's hope we're just crap that year, because we know what could happen. Imagine the 10 years we've been having to deal with this 2012 business. We're going to have to deal with that for 10 more years. It's fine. I'd rather just not even get to the final if it's in our own stadium than actually do it, because that would just be nervous, because we know what happens. Casemiro should have been sent off by the tackle on Robin, exactly. Vidal got a red card for a clean tackle. Vidal got a yellow card too early too as well, so that meant, as a player, you're always going to look suspicious. You're never going to get the benefit of the doubt. So that's the thing. Fabian Ruiz or I don't even know the difference between any of them. I know Fabian Ruiz is a deep-lying playmaker, but I don't even know who Dajan Kukukaka. I'm sorry. Super League should be made to destroy the corruption in UEFA. Super League will literally increase the corruption because it will be the UEFA Super League. And also, I don't want no Super League. That's just so exclusive. Leon Dejaco. I think we already talked about that, didn't we? Getting moved to right back to basically be a backup for Pavard next season. Well, if the right back situation doesn't work. Thanks, Stu. Yes, in 2023, final is in Bavaria. Yeah. Yes. Love that. Super League would be the death of every small club. That's exactly what I mean. I don't want that. I think how it is now works. Of course, in the future, there will be Super Leagues. I think when African teams and United States teams get better, there will be like a World Super League. That will always happen. But there shouldn't be a Super League like that. No, there shouldn't be. I don't want a European Super. We already have the Champions League. What, is the Champions League then going to just be the Europa League? And then the Europa League just going to be like a glorified friendly? I don't want that. I want actual entertainment. I want what it is now, okay? The Champions League is already cool enough. I would change one thing. Just make it a little bit compressed. There's a 2 months break after the group stages. Maybe just have something in there because I need some Champions League. Maybe just have an extra round of 32 in January and then keep going. I don't know. Could happen. Enjoyed your chat with guy from Saint. How did you know where he was from? Like, how you just Saint Vincent and Saint Grenadines? Yeah, I did go in there trying to purposefully just annoy him, and it worked, and it was amazing. I love when I do that. Lars, mine's gonna go on loan. There's a lot of youngsters that are gonna go on loan, but I don't think Cousins will. What is everyone's thoughts on that, by the way? Mikel Cousins, Coudown. Zinedine Coudown. Okay, Zidane freaking came out of the womb of Cousins. Oh, well, he wouldn't be a woman. Whatever. He came out of his milk. So what does everyone think about him going out on loan? Because I wouldn't be opposed to it if it meant he didn't have an opportunity in the squad. But with Thiago leaving, we need all hands on deck. We need more hands than we actually even have. We might as well just start using our freaking toes for hands. Because that's where we're at right now. We ain't got nobody. We keep losing players. Perisic out and Coutinho out. Neuer should leave on a high. Wow. That's very weird. That's like me just jumping out of my boat just because it's going fast. That don't make no sense. Like, I'm gonna drown. What do you want? Like, you're in the middle of the ocean. Your boat's going. Yeah, you got enough fuel for the rest of your journey. And then you're just like, you know what? This boat's moving fine. Let me just jump off the boat. That don't make no sense. You're gonna die. So, no, I don't think Neuer should leave on a high. Yeah, exactly. I'm just confused on that. I hope so. I like Zegzi's gonna stay. Zegzi, I hope he reaches his potential. He still has a lot of things to improve. Stay for backup games, gain experience. Yeah, that is true. You know what, though? I wouldn't mind a lot of our players going out on loan, especially these young players. I keep saying it. People are like, well, but we have Bayern too. How many players actually become that good in the first team from the youth academy? Not that many. Only Davies, but he ain't our youth product. Davies was here for like a year. He played occasionally for a youth team, but mostly on the bench. But eventually he got his opportunity, took it because he had the quality. He already proved himself in the MLS. Davies isn't a youth player for Bayern. He wasn't some academy player. He cost us 15 million. Davies is different. But how many players that grow through your system just automatically become good? There's a few. But Toni Kroos had to go to Leverkusen. Philipp Lahm had to go to Stuttgart. It happens a lot with young players. And those are the two biggest ones. But you see what I'm trying to say here. You have to get players to loans because it helps them to develop and get play time. That's what the loan system is supposed to be. Clubs like Chelsea use it as another mechanism to make more money. And that's not cool. But you have to use it thoroughly. And I think it's very important. Right. Muller didn't go on loan, did he? But that's not my point. My point is Muller was just Muller. Like I said, there's an exception. The majority of young players always need to go out on loan somewhere else. Because it also depends on the player, doesn't it? Like Paul Pogba, for example. Pogba United, he wasn't getting his opportunity. So in 2013, he decided, you know what? I'm out. I'm going to Real Madrid, or not Real Madrid, Juventus. And he went to Juventus, got his experience, and he became a baller. And that's the most important thing. I need to look at Bayern's transfers to see where people went out on loan to, because there's a few more in there that I didn't even mention. Like, we know Thomas just came through the entire system, but for me, I think, the reason Muller, he's Muller, and he got Louis van Gaal. A lot of the players around that Louis van Gaal period that broke through to the first team. Boateng went out on loan to Hertha Berlin. Yeah, he was a Bayern youth product. Went out to Hertha Berlin, went to City on loan to develop, and then we didn't buy him at all. We just called him back from loan, and he became our player. Yeah, seriously though, I'm so cringy sometimes. Seriously, I think it's important. You have to really get it to really work. Where did Bashin go? My man used Bastubber. Do you really want to use that example? We should go all out for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Why would we go out for Ter Stegen? I'd rather have. I'd rather just have Muller for. Ter Stegen's 28. Nah, you're just moving crazy to me, man. I don't know why you're saying we should go out for Ter Stegen. No, I'm not doing that. Ter Stegen ain't some important baller for me to be sacrificing anything in the squad to go out for. You know how much Ter Stegen would cost too? That just wouldn't make any sense. So yeah. Holy crap, man. Bashin played a lot of games. He didn't play that many for Man United, but he actually played a lot of men. Yeah. You always kind of imagine Bastian. You know, I kind of forget he kind of got older here until he moved to United in like 2015 or 16. I'm not exactly sure, but he was already, I think, people are, Bastian was already, kind of dead. He was finished. Well, not at the time he left to United, but he was finished. He went to United. Mourinho once again showing how incompetent he is when it comes to man managing. And Bastian through the Bayern Academy. But for me, I think it's different for each player. I want these youngsters, some of them, a lot of them, to go out on loan. Renato Sanchez didn't need to go out on loan. The guy could have just broken through into the first team. Imagine if we had Renato Sanchez now. Thiago leaving would make so much more sense in my head because Renato is so similar to Thiago. Both very good just dribblers of the ball, and they can control the tempo, and Renato could polish a few things. But you know what? I actually would really like Bastian Schweinsteiger as a manager. I know it sounds very specific, but I want him as a coach. Not at Bayern specifically. We all know Van Bommel hasn't been that great of a coach, but he could be at some point. But I want some of these ballers to start being coaches, man. Why can't we have our ballers become coaches? Yeah, even Frank Ribery. We know oh my God, who robs Ribery, man? Ribery's literally the best human being on this planet. How are you gonna rob him? Xabi Alonso could also be. We're just gonna have so many ballers from Bayern become coaches. Should Coman stay? In my opinion, I should. He doesn't see Sane as a sign to leave. I know this is gonna sound very weird, but I can't decipher between what are questions and what are statements. So if you have a question or just something you want me to read, not all the time, but just at the channel at BayernNow, so it just pops up in blue. I've just noticed that I can't read it so easily. The moderators, it's easier because I can just see a little logo. So the moderators are fine, but I just need you to maybe do that if you want me to read it, because I don't want to miss out. Where should Cousins go if we were? I wouldn't send him to Ligue 1. That sucky league. No, we need them to go to other Bundesliga clubs or Bundesliga 2 clubs like Adrian Fein. Also, Batista Mai could go out on loan too to Hoffenheim. No, not Hoffenheim. Who's he trying to go out on loan to? Well, we need him to go out on loan. You know what I'd like to do? I would like to send someone to Nuremberg. I'm sorry. I felt bad for them. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. They've been so crap in the last 2 years. They're literally the Sunderland of the Bundesliga. First division. Literally in 2018 they were playing Bayern. Then they got relegated last season. And then this season they struggled to even stay in Bundesliga 2. They are almost in third league. Oh my God. Nuremberg are crap, man. Somehow they survived. 95th minute goal. How the hell do you survive? It's Hoffenheim? Okay, so we should definitely be sending players on loan. Fruchtel on loan will show he's better than Nubel. That's such a weird thing to say, Kingo, because these are both our players. What do you mean he's better than Nubel? What has he done in his career to say he's better than Nubel? Bayern chances are higher now. What do you mean, Zam? How would they be higher? Have they always not been technically higher? Bastian needs to do his coaching badges. I think he'll be one of the greatest coaches of all. I need to stop saying these types of things. One of the greatest coaches of all time. I need to really stop saying these things. I think he'll be a great coach, though. I think he'll be amazing. I think he'll be absolutely sick as a coach. Javi Martinez might come to the MLS as well. It's a very we're Muller coach 2030. Nah, Muller will be making too many jokes. Cousins should be loaned out to a club like Hanover. Why? Why Hanover specifically? 1860 Munich. You are absolutely asking to be killed. I feel bad for that. I mean, look, 1860 Munich fans. Basically, so let me get this straight. In December time, Bayern 2 were like 13th, 17th. They were very low in the table. Pretty much crap. They were losing, drawing games all the time. Middle of December. And then the second half of the season, they start picking up more points. And then they win the league. They were making fun of Bayern 2 when they were down. But then when Bayern 2 won the league, it's because the players were valued more than every other club's players. What the hell? So they weren't valued more, and you didn't have a problem with them when they were losing matches and drawing matches. That's funny. Went to the Allianz last October, and there was so much 1860 graffiti in the bathroom. Wow. I'm actually kind of more surprised you said bathrooms. You're telling me Europeans say bathroom? What did I think they said? Restroom, maybe. Well, okay. I think we need a short-term striker in 2 years till... Yeah, that's a good point, Noah. I don't know if that's something that we should just look for right away. You're from Texas, okay. Oh, that makes more sense. I was like, how many Europeans say bathroom? They must say something different. A backup striker wouldn't hurt. Yeah, that's true. Is Ndombele going to start for us? Just be a bench? He's, there's a certain, Ndombele sexuals on Twitter that think he's just going to absolutely be the greatest player to ever play for Bayern. And obviously I disagree. I think we have better players that can, if you look at us, we are one of the most highest pressing teams in Europe. Actually, we are the best and most efficient pressing team. How is Ndombele, who can't run for 10 minutes straight, gets tired after 10 minutes, how is he going to be that guy for us? How is he going to be our guy? Nah, it's absolutely important that we don't say stupid things. And, teams are talking about how, Bayern's defense could be weak. Well, Niklas Süle is back. Lucas Hernandez is fit. What defense are you talking about? Because it ain't our defense. Not our defense. Because we have Niklas Süle coming back. Best center back of all time when he's fit. Franz Beckenbauer in the mud. This guy could eat. Franz Beckenbauer. His little 5'11" self. That's what Niklas Süle could do. When Süle comes, just know the agenda will start. If he makes a mistake, what mistake? Alaba, were you not in position? Kimmich, why didn't you intercept that? You let Niklas have that all by himself. Niklas did well to at least not concede a goal despite the fact that he made an error. He at least didn't, Neuer, how did you not save that? Niklas did so well to make the shot low effort and you didn't save that. Yeah, let's just say I won't see it if he makes an error. I won't see it. It won't happen. And if anyone says he made a mistake, you're getting banned. Just how it is. And Ndombele is bench warmer. Now we're talking, Noah. Now we're talking. He's not better than Goretzka in our system. Can't believe we're linked with Bellerin and Ndombele. Nah. We're killing North London teams just to want their players. To be fair, against us, Ndombele played crap because he didn't win. We need a Sane song. Don't worry. When he scores a hat trick. Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. We need to loan players to clone Cone and Werder Bremen. Really? Should Bayern put 100% of their focus on the UCL this decade? I don't see why not, but it's not like we have to choose where we put our efforts. I think we've done so well in the last year just to really show our tendency to want to continue what we've been building. And Real Madrid are still in trouble. They still are in a rebuild. They don't have a squad that is gelled together yet. I think that's where we're at right now. Real Madrid are the destroyer of a lot of managers. Look how many managers they keep sacking. I think they've had 28 managers in the span of 30 years. That's literally a year for each manager, isn't it? Well, they've had different managers 28 times, which means they could have had the same manager more than once. We need 3 UCL back to we need 3 Champions Leagues back to back. It's gonna happen. We're catching up to you, Real. Yeah, 7 more to go, 8 more to go. It's gonna be difficult, isn't it, to just even get close to that. Leroy means the king in France. I don't know why that's relevant. Effenberger said that Bundesliga should be restructured. I do think so too. I think it'll make sense if clubs can pretty much price how much they look. You can say, Bundesliga's but if you want the clubs to be successful, you have to pay more money to sit in the stadiums, because that will make the quality of football higher. At the end of the day, football is only entertainment. People are like, oh, footballers are getting overpaid, and I'm like, some actors are out here making 50 million a year, and footballers probably make more money than those actors. How many movies that come out from these movie stars only make like maybe 200 million in the box office, or 300 million? How many movies make $1 billion every season? Well, footballers are 11 of them on the pitch. It's not not all of them are main characters. Not all of them have a main big role in the movie. Yet footballers are bringing in as much money as entertainers and movie stars are. Comedians. Kevin Hart's making hundreds of millions a year. And you're telling me that players are getting paid too much? They're getting paid too little compared to what some of these other people are getting paid. How many actors are selling as many shirts as Alphonso Davies or Leroy Sane? $100 shirts, millions of people buying them. How much money is that? Hypothetically, would you take Frankie de Jong as a team? Of course I would. He's a baller. I like de Jong. I wanted him, but he cost too much money, and I was fine with that. Klopp at Bayern would be nice. That's true. I wouldn't mind Klopp. See, this is where I'm coming from with this whole price tickets higher in the Bundesliga thing. I like the fact that it's cheap. It means the average person can get more out of their money. They get a high quality football league with everything they need. They get a great atmosphere. They get great players too. But if you want better players, if you want your club to be in Europe, constantly competing, actually hitting out European giants and competing for the Champions League, you have to be. Klopp said he would. Klopp is not going to stay in England for the rest of his career. The guy could go to Real Madrid at some point. I don't think he'll ever manage Real. I don't think Klopp likes them. Or Barcelona, or I don't think he'll go to Italy. Klopp's not that type of person. I don't think he likes Italian football. He'll probably be back in the Bundesliga, managing Dortmund for 1 season, and he'll probably get them to win something big immediately. That's what Klopp would do. Opinions on Zidane as manager: was a world-class player. A lot of people are saying Zidane is more of a man manager than a coach manager. Well, that makes him a great coach. It means he's able to rally all those big names. I don't know any manager in world football, apart from Flick, that can handle these types of Real Madrid players. Because Real Madrid is a different type of club than Bayern. Bayern are more of a family club. We care about values. Real Madrid are more of a, we want to win every single trophy every single year, no matter what it takes. So they'll sack any manager they want. They'll sack club legends. They'll just terminate Casillas' contract and let him go. And that's where we're at. How is Mark Roca? He's doing well. But thank you everyone so much. Oh my goodness, it's been a long 50 minutes here. I didn't even realize. I had so much fun today. Sane training with Bayern. Lots of stories that we talked about. I mean, hopefully in the next, the next 25 days till the Champions League returns, we get more and more good news out of Bayern, because that's the most important thing. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia and peace. Zidane is overrated. What do you mean overrated? My man's out here winning La Ligas, Champions Leagues back to back. What do you mean he's overrated? He uses the same players at the positions every match, and he's prejudiced. Of course he's gonna use the same squad that's been winning him Champions Leagues. What do you mean Zidane's... Nah. You're moving mad. You're moving crazy. Zidane is pragmatic, and he plays fluid football, so just watch out.